City presentation. My name is Eva Fernandez and I work for Visit Valencia. I'm the International PR and Marketing Manager. And it's a pleasure for me to be with all of you and let you know about Valencia City. I know it's been a long day, so let me start directly with the best selling points of this destination, and then we will go through the presentation. I hope you enjoy.
Things in Valencia are incredibly thrilling. Valencia is here, on the coveted Mediterranean coast. Valencia is home to 135 kilometers of beach and lucky to have sunshine year-round with an average annual temperature of 19 degrees. It is the third largest city in Spain, with an airport conveniently close to the city centre, which connects it to many destinations. And that's without mentioning its port, high-speed train, and its wide range of hotels. Valencia is warm and welcoming, ready to host you all year round with an extensive array of plans to choose from. With an offering of on-site and virtual visitor services, and the Valencia tourist card, visitors have a very complete range of options. Valencia is really impressive. It is now and has been for thousands of years. It has tradition and modernity. The more you love, the more you live. And it already has 3 UNESCO World Heritage tourist attractions. Because culture permeates everything here. It has festivals that entertain the young and the old alike, and music in every corner. Valencia thrills. Have heard from the sky all about it. In countless ways. The high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines I hear them. Even in the saltwater, as well as in the freshwater, Valencia gets around on wheels. It gets around in a different way. By being sustainable, breathing fresh air, and walking on green ground. In Valencia, tastes are cultivated. Between stars and locally sourced products that go everywhere. Valencia is inclusive and accessible. A place to grow, to leave frontiers behind and reach out to the whole world. The more you love, the more you live. Have heard from the sky all about. Valencia is a place to feel completely free, because only here can you find the best mix to bring out the best in yourself. Valencia is now.
Well, I hope you have enough information about the main selling tips of Valencia City. But from this moment, I think I can give you more tips that make you easier to sell this destination, which is next door, and it's not very well known in the UK. So it's a good opportunity to offer your clients different things which are top destinations. Valencia, as you know, is, as you've seen in the video, is a Mediterranean city to be lived beyond the attractions. We have many recognitions. For example, it's been recognized for 2 years in a row as the best city to live in the world. And also, it was the World Design Capital last year. That's a very evident. If you walk through the streets, you will understand why it had that recognition. And also, due to the commitment to sustainability, it will be next year's European Green Capital. So Valencia is hitting the main media internationally, hitting the headlines. But beyond the headlines, what's Valencia? Well, in Valencia, it's a big city, but with the spirit of a small village, with a Mediterranean essence. It's easy to walk through the streets and feel like with other local people living in the city, being able to experiment with them. Uh, we are experts in local food. When now the local food is like a trend, we've been experts for years. So it's easy to go to the markets and see the local and seasonal fruit produced. You can sell them, buy them at the local markets, and you can find either local people or famous chefs trying to find the best products for the diets. Valencia is a model in sustainable feeding, and that's been recognized by many international organizations. But mainly, the main topic for the Valencia, it's the Valencia lifestyle. We are a Mediterranean city, so the alfresco life is a must for us. Even during the day, or at night. We have amazing places where to spend alfresco nights. For example, in this image, you can see the Umbracle in the City of Arts and Sciences with a very famous disco, and it's amazing. And it gives you the possibility to live great experiences. The city is 2,000 years old, as you saw in the video before. And you can see that the remains of all the civilizations that have been here. If you go to the old must visit museums and attractions, for example, you have in the image the cathedral that keeps one of the best kept secrets in the story, which is the Holy Grail that Christ used in the Last Supper, or the Serranos Towers, which were the ancient medieval towers of the city, or the UNESCO heritage, such as the Silk Exchange or the Water Court. But of the tracks, there are so many places that you can discover. For example, in the image, you have one of my favorite places, which is the Plaza Redonda, which was built in the 19th century as a shopping center. It's a hidden place you will only find if you are in there. Or the so-called Valencian Sistine Chapel, which is the San Nicolas Church. We call it like that because the amazing frescoes you can discover there. It's a tiny chapel that you will find in the old city center. Or the silk tradition, because Valencia was the focus point of the Silk Road. There is a very important silk industry that started centuries ago, and it still is present. Not only because of the traditional costumes the falleras wear during the Fallas Festival. I know there are someone asking in the chat about the fallas and the fireworks, but also in different objects that you can buy made of silk. And about the sustainability, one of the main surprises that you can find in the city is the Turia River Park. It was an old river that now is a 9 kilometers long park that crosses the city from west to east, and where you can find a lot of different things to do. It's one of the most valued attractions in the city by visitors, but also local people love being there at the Turia Gardens. or surprises like the Umbracle, for example, that I mentioned before, that houses even a disco, or a park where you have the combination of nature and design. But if you ask me, the best kept secret is the Albufera Natural Park. It's a park 10 kilometers away from the city center, with an amazing lake in the middle where you can have a boat trip, where you can observe different species of wildlife, and where you will see one of the more surprising sunsets in Europe. If we talk about the architecture, there are iconic architecture in the city, such as the City of Arts and Sciences. In the image, we are seeing the Opera House, which is one of the buildings that forms this architectonic complex. But there are also traditional architecture, like the modernist buildings of Colón Market that you can see in the image, or even the Central Market or the North Station. Both, all of them are modernist. But there are also small secrets, like for example, the ones that you can see in the image as the narrowest facade in Europe, or the Cat's House, both of them in the Old Town, or the Cabañal houses. They are the old sailors' houses that you can visit in this area of the city. They are full of color and a Mediterranean sense. And then, if you visit the outdoors of the city and the surrounding area at the Lorda de Valencia, you see the traditional barracas that were the old farmhouses that serve as the work bases for farm workers, and they are still working. About the fallas, and someone asked me, we have very unique traditions and festivities like the Fallas Festival, which is an open art activity festival that takes place every year in March. It consists of open air art, ephemeral art monuments, which you can see in the image. Also, fireworks shows that happen every day at 2 o'clock in March at 2 o'clock in the city center. And also during the main week of the Fallas Festival, which is from the 15th till the 19th, you have everyday activities and agenda of fireworks. And also you have music in every single square in the city. But there are also very not very well known festivities like the flowers battle. This is a very unique battle that takes place every year during the July fair at the very end of July, last Sunday in July, and it's a very colorful battle that takes place in between the public assisting to a parade of different carriages. Or, for example, the MoMA dance that takes place in the Christian festivity, the Corpus Christi, that takes place every June. As for food, of course, I'm sure that you know that the paella is a must try. Valencia is the inventor of the well-known paella, and when you come to the city, obviously there's something that you have to try. But there are other traditions, like, for example, the smorzaret, which is the traditional name. It's a very well-known tradition and very popular tradition in Valencia among local people, and is what we call internationally brunch. It's more than a tradition. It's obviously a religion. You can try in every bar in between 9:30 in the morning and 11:30 in the morning, for by an average price of €5 per person, basically. And we have also another not very well known must try thing, which is the horchata, which is the vegetarian milk made of tiger nuts, local tiger nuts grown in the Horta de Valencia, which is the green belt around the city where we grow all different local and seasonal products. And even we are wine producers. I know that's not very well known in the UK, but we have two producing areas in Valencia. We have the Del Requena region and the Valencia wine region, and we have a specific variety, grape variety, which is the Bobal, which makes the local wines special and unique. So, in the end, Valencia is more than visiting the different places that you have to visit, you must visit. It's living like a local, trying to mingle with local people and enjoy what we call the Valencia vibes. That's something that I really suggest. So, just before we continue with the question and answer, let me give you my contact details so that I will be very happy to help you if you have any further questions or whatever. And before we start with the questions, let me share with you an example of what Valencia Vibes experience could be for a visitor. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this presentation. Now, if you have any questions or requests or suggestions, you can use the chat you have there. If not, anyway, you have my contact details, so I will be happy to answer any questions you send me. Yeah. Okay, about the fireworks. Okay, I see the fireworks. Yeah, the main fireworks take place during the Fallas Festival. That is all over the end of February until the 19th of March. During the Fallas week, which is the 15th of March till 19th of March, you have fireworks either at lunchtime, at 2 o'clock, and also at midnight. Even though we are fans of fireworks. So it's very popular in Valencia to have fireworks shows in every festivity. For example, now in October, we have the Region Day on the 9th of October, and we have also fireworks there. So I recommend you to visit valencia.com, visit the agenda, and you have all the information about the fireworks there. Okay. So if you have no further questions, just please take note of my contact details, and any other questions, you can contact me by email. Thank you so much.